All right, time to take a look at the PRULDE 1500 watt dual power variable temperature heat gun. That's nice. So as far as heat guns go, I've never seen one that's actually packaged well enough that it has a nozzle protector. And this is a nice, big, hefty heat gun. So we have a nice rubber grip, so I really like seeing that. We got our trigger here, so right now it's off. And we got speed 1, speed 2. And then on the back, this is where we can set our temperature. So we got 1 to 7. So quite a bit of variation in our actual temperature. So between this dial and this trigger, we got a lot of options for getting the exact result that we're looking for. And we can see this is a big honking heat gun. I mean, 1500 watts, this is about as big of a heat gun as you can get. I do like seeing that it actually has a tether strap on here, so if you want to, you can hang this thing up when you're done with it. That is not something that I normally see. Very nice feeling grip and a nice thick cord. And something that's important for me is I want to make sure that it can stand up, and this one definitely can. And it sucks in the air from the sides, not from the back, so I can actually use this, just like this, for knocking out a heat shrink or anything like that, where I can use both of my hands and still have this thing operating. So that's very nice. It does come with a user manual if you've never used one of these before, so that's good. But this is something that's pretty cool. We've got all these different nozzle options. This is our wide deflector, so you can see that it's kind of covered on the top and open on the bottom. So what this is great for is for removing paint or anything like that off of a flat surface. So you can use this to run across the top and disperse that heat directly on the surface, and then you can use a scraper or something like that to actually dig the paint up. So these are very cool to have. You got this snoot nozzle, so if we want to direct that to a much smaller area, we can do that. And this is a barbecue lighter nozzle. So this is designed to heat up your charcoal. So if you don't want to waste a lot of money on that lighter fluid or anything like that, you can just drop this guy on and use that to heat up your charcoal, or at least get a good head start on it. So that is awesome. These are very cool to see. This is the one that I really like to see. So these things, I mean, they're simple, but amazingly enough, a lot of heat guns don't have these. So what this does, and they all just clamp on like that. So with that, I can put the wire in the side, and instead of having to spin that wire to get heat all the way consistently around, I can just put it right in the middle and the heat will run all the way around that wire, so I can melt it all the way around the circumference. I don't have to do a lot of work. So these things I love seeing. It's also great if you want to just heat up something, you don't want to have to worry about melting anything behind it, because I've done that many times. So these are just great to have, these little deflectors. And so if I wanted to use one of these solder seal connectors, the thing I can definitely say that I like about it is not screamingly loud like I've seen with a lot of heat guns. Like some of them are just annoying to use. So I can see it shrinking. That's good. We just need to make sure that we get that little ball of solder in the middle to melt. And these can be kind of deceiving, but you can see if you look in there that there is some solder that has melted. So we got that heat shrink, we got the seals on the sides, and we got it soldered together. That is a very nice connection, and it's very easy to do with a heat gun like this. So yeah, overall, that is a very nice heat gun.